I think one of the biggest things holding us back when we're working on being more confident, when we want to be more confident, be ourselves in social situations, is wanting to be friends with everybody, wanting everybody to like us. I remember that being one of the first big steps I took in overcoming my social anxiety was I had to let go of wanting to be friends with everybody. I had to accept that some people I just didn't align with as much. I wanted to be, for example, friends with everybody in my high school class, and after high school ended, I just came to terms with the fact that I wasn't going to be friends with everybody, and that was just fine. So I think one of the most important things is letting go of wanting everybody to like us, wanting to be friends with everybody in our department at work, in our class at school or university, and just being at peace that when we are confident, that means we are truly being ourselves. That means that we are saying the things that we believe to be true. That means that we are doing the things we want to do. If somebody's saying something about a political issue and you happen to disagree, well, then you speak your truth. You have the discussion with that person, regardless of if that person or people around it won't like you for your opinion. You start that tap dancing class if you like tap dancing, regardless of if some people think that's ridiculous and won't align with you. Because when you're able to speak your truth and do what you want to do confidently, well, then some people will simply not like you for that, or you simply won't align with those people. And that's okay. You can respect the people that you don't align with and find the people that you do align with. Because when you state your opinion, or when you do that tap dancing class, well, you're going to find the people who align with your opinion, who think that you're right on what you said, or which didn't agree but thought that your argument was interesting and are, interested in speaking with you more, and you develop a friendship around that. Or people who actually also like tap dancing and you start going to the classes with them, you start to build your circle around who you truly are. Because when you're holding back on who you truly are, when you're not being fully confident in those social situations and taking the risk of some people not liking you, well, then you're holding back on the real connections you could be building. What do I mean by that? I mean that where you would have been in that, for example, tap dancing class, well, you don't do it at all. And you never build a connection with these people who share that same passion as you because you didn't want other people to judge you. But when you let go of that and you're able to just do what you want to do, say what you want to say, knowing that some people will not like you for that, knowing that you will simply not align with some people, well, you're able to then truly live your passions. You're able to form connections around who you truly are as a person. And those connections are worth so much more than some superficial ones you would have built around not speaking your truth or saying things that aren't really what you believe, but most people think that way. And so you build these superficial connections on who people think you are, but that's not really you. And so when you let go of that and you are truly yourself, you say your truth, you do your truth, then you're building that circle, then you're being yourself, and you're making those true, profound connections. For example, when I started my account, I knew some people were going to make fun of me for it, and I saw that some people I used to know from high school, and actually some people from my university, made fun of me for it and were kind of somewhat friends before and stopped being friends. We were simply not aligned because of that. And that's okay, I respect them, they live their lives. We simply don't align on that, and they're not my friends. And instead I made connections with people who align with my message, who agree with the things I was talking about. And so I'm much better now being myself, feeling confident, and building those real connections than when I was holding back on my truth because of wanting to be everybody's friend, because of not wanting people to make fun of me. So I think it's super important when we work on developing this confidence, on removing the desire to be everybody's friend, to have everybody like us. And so when we're holding back on something we want to say or we want to do, we need to analyze and think, hey, am I holding back because I want these people to be my friends? I want everybody to like me? Well, then I need to let go of that. In these moments when we feel ourselves holding ourselves back, we need to accept that some people simply won't align with us. Be at peace with that, and then push ourselves to go outside our comfort zone and simply do the things, say the things where we know we're gonna get disliked for it, or we're gonna lose some superficial friendships. And that is one of the biggest steps forward into developing confidence.